Hey, Popcat, how are you, man? Welcome aboard. Thanks for stopping by. This won't be a very long stream tonight. We're just going to get this set up and take off. So, hi, everybody. It's Captain Shane. I'm in the MD-11, my favorite plane. You know that. And we're doing some ultra long range specific operations today. This plane's been sitting in Honolulu for a month, and it's actually one of my favorite planes. It's November 282 Uniform Papa. It's one of the very first MD-11s I started flying when I joined UPS VAC after a long layoff last year. I flew it for like 2 months straight. And then I started doing other stuff, and other people flown it all over the world. I was looking at the flight history of this plane. It had been all over the place, but somebody left it here at Honolulu, and I have the weekend to myself, and I thought I'd get some hours in. So, this is what we got tonight. We are currently at Honolulu, Hawaii, and we're flying all the way across the Pacific. This is cool, man. Like, I'm into War in the Pacific type stuff, and I recognize a lot of these islands out here, but we're flying to Sydney, Australia. There is some SIGMETs out here, kind of in this area. So we're going to have to watch for that weather as we come in. We may have to deviate as we get closer to Sydney. But as of now, the weather's good. This is a 10-hour flight. So what we're going to do is we're going to stream the departure. I'm going to go get lead by my backup crew. And I will be back on in the morning, and I'll stream the arrival in Sydney. So I won't make you guys sit here for 8 hours, 9 hours, and watch this thing fly across the Pacific Ocean. That's not very fun for anybody. Okay, let's look at the flight plan tonight, and we'll get this thing set up. We got a lot to do. Step climbs all the way up to 360. Cost index of 200. Fuel on board is very heavy, 234,664. Cargo weight 144.5. We are looking at a maximum takeoff weight tonight, 630,500, using max power, runway 8 at Sydney. Flaps 22. And our flight plan is here. I'm going to be putting in a lot of these fixes by hand, and I'm going to have to go in and research how to put in these kind of coordinates, because I don't even know how to do this. 3130 south, 160 159 east. I don't know how to do that. So we'll have to look that up. Anyway, we'll figure it out together, because I don't ever fly South Pacific like this. So let's go ahead and run our initial cockpit preparation checklist. So electronic flight bag. Let's get power on the jet.
Autopilot.
Parking brake. Released. Landing gear lever down. Engine fire, APU test. Let's test everything here.
Engine 1, fire. Engine 2, fire. Engine 3, fire. Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
IRUs. Emergency power. Emergency lights. Okay, windshield defog on. Logo lights and nav lights on. Standby ADI uncaged. Takeoff warning system.
Stabilizer. Flap. Flat.
2 and 3.
Stabilizer. Flap. Flat.
Okay, EIS panel. Let's do this. Traffic data. Traffic data. 1 2 1 2. Plan here. Wixer. Terrain. Okay, weight and balance. So this will be fun tonight. So for the flight plan, our total let's see, what's our cargo weight? 144,500. Wow, that's a lot. for this type of route. Taxi fuel 2,000. Block fuel is going to be a monstrous 234,664. 234,664. Trip fuel is going to be 197,465. That gives us a Alright, we're barely within the limit for takeoff, but we got it. Takeoff CG 25. Takeoff weight 640, 634.97. Now there it is. That's a lot of ma'am. That's a lot. Okay, IRSs. We're gonna go ahead and set up our initialize IRS, and let's go ahead and program the FMC. Hey T Fox, full lap. Yeah, I know. I did let the Mango people know that that's a bug. Let me show you this. Like, I went over to the Mango people, and I went to the support team, and I let them know that the flap enunciation is 3 times louder than all the other ones during the takeoff warning. Okay, cool. Anyway, I let them know that they need to fix that. Let's program this flight. So we got PHNL YSSY. The alternate is... We actually have 3 alternates. Let's pick the one that makes the most sense for us. It is a good deal, man. Alright, what do we got here? What are our alternates? Melbourne is not a good alternate. That is too far away. YSSY. What's the other one? Avalon. The hell is that? YBBN. Wow, I guess there's not a lot of good options here. We might be going to Melbourne if we have to. Alright. Brisbane, I mean, I could go to Brisbane if I needed to, I guess. Now, we'll plan for Melbourne for now. Actually, no. We'll plan for Brisbane if we need to. YBBN. I like that better. YBBN. Not the right thing. Flight number is UPS 259. The flight levels are 290, 310, 330. What else we got? Where's my flight plan? Two nine three 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 two. Okay, 2933 3234 36. Cost index is 200. Age, extra time, lot of extra fuel on this. Alternate, 17,000 pounds for diversion. That's why we're carrying so much extra fuel, because our alternates are so far away. So here we go with the flight plan, standard instrument departure. We have the... Let's see here. Flight plan. And then we're going to have to figure out these longitude points. Flight plan is going to be the PHI 3 with the Keem transition. Oh, Choco transition, runway 8 left, insert. And after Choco, we go direct. We're going to get on the A579, over to Camp Kamap, K-A-M-A, oop, nope, not a database, that doesn't make any sense. Choco Airways A579. Not in database, huh? Oh, duh, I know why. Because I need to put this in first. I'm so dumb. Keem, now we can do the airway. Look at this. This FMC is so much smarter than I am. A579. Watch. Boom. There it is. Over to VNAN. VENAN. Because I did it wrong. I did this wrong. Alright. I swear I haven't been drinking. A579. Cam map. Now we go direct insert. VENAN. From here, we're gonna go Airways G224 over to Nilax NILAX direct SADIM SADIM. And then over to Lebol, LEBOL. And now we need to figure out these crazy latitude and longitude points. I could try to put them in as they're written, but I doubt it'll take it that way. So let's just see what it does. 3002 S 16300 East. Nope, I didn't think so. Okay, now we're gonna have to look up this old reference that I've always used for yeah, Mops, get a proficiency flight in there. Yeah, T-Fog, they just updated it, and I don't know if I like it or not. I don't know if I'm a fan of the new engine sounds. I hope they update them soon. Anyway, we gotta figure out this, latitude and longitude thing. Lat launch MD-11 FMC. I always look at this reference and it's always right. So, like something over here. Let's try this format here. Alright, let's try this format right here. I think this might be the one we need. Alright, so if I have so let's try, so it would be 30 south, 30 south, 16 east. Nope, that ain't it. Ugh, it's always a pain to get these in here. Oh. Alright, let's see what that looks like. Let's see if that actually does what we want it to do. No. That's not even close to being right. Dang it. That ain't it. Okay. Oh boy, this is gonna really suck because I gotta get these points in here. Oh boy. Hmm. Three one. All right. So 31, 30, 3102 south. That doesn't work. Why is this so confusing? Well, this doesn't have to be like this, right? Alright, let's try it again. I hate to bore you guys with this, but I gotta get these coordinates in here. So 30 south. Let's see here. 30 south. 63 east. Let's try this. 63 east. Oh, there it is. That's it. Ah, we got it. Okay. We got the format. Okay. We got it. Okay. Now I can do this quickly. All right. Next waypoint here is going to be 31 south. 59. Oh, look at them connecting. Oh, dude, I love it. MD-11 God, right? Okay, that's it. Okay, Gooma. Gooma. Dude, I'm so good at this. Oh, look at that. It's going right there. I got it. Ah. So good. Okay. So from Gooma, we're going to take airway H258 to Rickney. Insert. Okay, Rickney is going to be November 774. Marlin, M-A-R-L-N. M-A-R-L-N. Alright, insert. And then we're going to pick up the Marlin 5 arrival. No transition. And we're looking for runway 16, ILS 16 left at this time. Insert, and we're going to adjust that as we get in closer. But yeah, boom. Guys, we're all set. That's close enough. We can take out that discontinuity right there. Cool. Flight plan is set, guys. Okay. Good. Takeoff departure. We're going to use no flex. We're using max power. Flaps 22. Slope 0. The wind component is 12 knot headwind, which will help us on the takeoff performance. Outside air temperature is currently 27 Celsius. A little warm there. 162, 175, 181. That is, yeah, wow. That's fast. And clean maneuvering speed is 288. Alright, final cockpit preparation checklist. Fuel quantity is checked and set. Flap takeoff selector, flaps 22. Don't use that very often. FCP airspeed is 288 because we have a clean maneuvering speed that's way above normal. Alright. Heading is going to be alright, let's look up this chart. Huh. Okay. So immediate right turn to avoid the... As soon as we're up, aero 400 feet, we're going to start an immediate right turn to OP high. And then the runway heading was... what again? Can't tell what the runway heading is. Get it from here. 079. 079. Altitude 290. Altimeters. Weather at Honolulu is 040 at 14 knots. Scattered at 3,200. Few clouds at 2,400 feet. Altimeter 3007. 3007. And on the standby, 3007. Auto brakes, take off. IFR clearance is obtained. Let's go ahead and get UPS 259. MD-11. Hopefully I found my flight plan. Maybe I didn't. I did not. Okay. Oh, we'll do that real quick. Flight plan file, and then we'll be ready to go, guys. There it is. Squawk 3502. 3502. Okay. Taxi takeoff departure brief. Alright, let's go through that real quick so we can, and I'll get the tug moving here to
Ground
speed
to
up.
cockpit. Tow is driving up.
Hold on. Girlfriend's texting me.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Okay. Taxi takeoff departure brief. We're over here at the UPS ramp, so we have a long taxi to 8 left. We're going to push and start with the tail facing to the southwest. We're going to taxi at Delta, cross 4 left and 4 right, continue across the Delta, left turn on the Bravo, take Bravo all the way down to Alpha. We need a full length. I want all 12,000 feet. I paid for every foot of it, and I want it all. We're so heavy today. I need everything I can get. We're on the OP High 3 departure, and basically this is basically telling us as soon as you take off, make an immediate right turn to the south, and once you're at about 2,500 feet, go direct to OP High, and then as depicted on this chart here. Okay? Not much to this. Alright, before start pushback checklist, status page set to engine, APU is on, doors and windows, let's close those up right now. Okay, oxide hydraulic pump 1 on, APU power on, external power off, parking brake set, wheel chocks removed, ground power units removed, beacon light is on, APU bleed is on. Nope!
Autopilot.
That's not good. Where's my APU? What happened here? I lost my APU for some reason. Why did my APU close on me? Huh, that's odd. My APU shut down. Oh, that's gonna delay us a second. I don't know why I had the APU on. I don't know why I shut off. Gotta wait for that again. Sorry, crew. We'll plan the pushback.
Route a cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
Alright, we're gonna push back on to this taxiway here.
So connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Not yet. Oh, that was strange. I have no idea why the APU shut off on me. I'm 18.1. Get the radio frequency set 118.10. Okay, APU power is on and available. Internal power is off. I think we're ready to push now. Okay. Let me make sure Smart Cars is recording. It is. Flying on BatSim. And we are ready to go. Parking brake released. Oh, jeez.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Hi, crew. Clear for engine start. Start in 3. Okay, rotation in 2. Fuel on. Start on 3, starting 1. Rotation in 2. Okay, fuel on. Okay, get start on 1, starting 2. Rotation in 2. Fuel on. Start checklist. Engine and wing anti-ice not required. APU bleed off. APU off. And taxi checklist. Flaps and slats. Flaps 22 set. Speed brakes. Spoilers armed. Stab trim. 6.9 aircraft nose up. That's a lot. Okay, stab trim set. Take updated. Let's review it one last time. V1 162, rotate 175, V2 181, slight retract speed 191.
Complete. Set parking brake.
Slight retract speed 255, clean maneuvering 288. Hey, taxi take off departure brief, no update. Radar, tilted up, transponder, EARA, status page config.
So is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal will be on the right. We'll see you next time and have a great flight.
Alright, see you on the right. Okay, taxi clearance. Honolulu traffic, good evening. UPS 259 heavy, taxi to runway 8 left from the UPS cargo ramp via Delta cross runway 4 right, 4 left, Bravo, Alpha. Honolulu traffic. Alright crew, you ready? I'm ready. Let's do this dang thing. We're really heavy, so it's gonna take a little bit extra power to get it moving. Ah, beautiful day in Honolulu, man. This new RTX 5080 looks so good here. Okay. Alright. Flight controls check. Ailerons left, 3 green. Ailerons right, 3 green. Elevator up, 2 green. Elevator down, 2 green. Or left, 2 green. Oh, no, actually, I didn't get the green. Hold on. Okay. Flight controls check. Honolulu traffic, UPS 259 heavy, clear 4 left and 4 right. Okay, left turn on Bravo coming up here. Okay, before takeoff checklist, status page. Engine. EAD. Check the main box. Nav and profile. Auto flight. Oh, hey Floyd, let's check it out. Cockpit data output, 50 FPS, and this is 4K resolution, 4K. I stream in 4K, well, I downscaled to 1440 for you guys, but my native resolution on the screen is 4K. I got 52 FPS. Yeah, man, it's perfect. More than I need. 4K at this with this I mean, 50 FPS with this is perfect for me. Okay, exterior lights. Radar switch on. Alright, like I said, we're gonna use every inch of this runway. I paid for it, I want all of it. Honolulu traffic, UPS 259 heavy departing runway 8 left, OP high 3 departure. Alright, we're gonna keep it rolling here. Clear on the left, clear on the right. ECAS is clear. Okay, runway heading is 079. Alright crew, here we go. Full power takeoff. It's gonna be a nice long roll. At 400 feet, we're gonna make an immediate right turn, watching the flight director so we don't overbank or anything, because we're gonna be super heavy, but we gotta make sure we clear the terrain ahead and stay away from Honolulu City. Okay crew, power's coming up. Alright, stabilized. I'm holding the brakes. Set takeoff thrust. Brakes released. Thrust set. speed's alive. 80 knots. Not a hole. Correction, takeoff clamp. Sorry. This is not a Boeing. Alright, we're doing good. We're doing good. E1. Rotate. Positive rate. Gear up. Feet.
Stabilizer motion.
Make it direct OPI. Looking for acceleration altitude, but we're climbing pretty slow. There's our acceleration altitude. Alright. Gotta love these X-Plane 12 beta clouds up here doing some weird Minecraft stuff. Alright. Stand by. Let's go flaps retract. Man, this thing's heavy. You can just feel the weight of it. Okay, coming up on slat retract speed check, slats retract. we're looking for 288. Right? Okay, there's our climb speed, 288.
Stabilizer motion.
Okay, coming up on 10,000 feet. Autopilot on. And the takeoff checklist: landing gear up, lights out, spoiler handle disarmed, auto brakes off, flaps and slats are up, retract, flap takeoff selector, flaps 15. EAD check, no alerts, exterior lights. Alright, now we're climbing, looking for 350 pitch, and then altimeter's 18,000 feet. Yeah, Floyd, I don't have max settings. They're pretty conservative, actually. I just like to have a lot of performance, so I'd say they're about 75% at max, but not maxed out all the way. This thing flies a lot different when it's fully loaded as opposed to when it's not. And my flight plan brought me way too much fuel for what we're doing here. Like, I should not be landing with 67,000 pounds of fuel on board, so that seems a bit excessive, and I'm not quite sure why the flight plan came up with that number, but well, whatever. That's a lot of fuel. We don't really need that much extra reserve. Then I guess if you're flying over the Pacific Ocean, it's good to have more fuel than you need, right? Alright crew, we're gonna hit up 300 to start. See you later, Hawaii. Maybe we'll be back here someday, I don't know. Hey, coming up on transition altitude. Go ahead and set standard now. Alright, altimeter, altitude cross check. Flight level 180 now. Yeah, altimeter's cross check. Flight level 200. Holy moly, look at this thing. It's too bad we're not leaving out of Sydney right now, because there's actually really good ATC on in Australia right now. It's a shame that we're not going to get to experience that right at the moment. Wow, look at that. Yeah, Malaysia is a pretty area, isn't it? Some stock scenery for X-Plane is really good, man. Alright, so what I need to start figuring out now is like, when exactly do I need to wake up, right? When do I need to be ready to get back in the seat? So we've got 4,500 miles to go until Sydney. 1458 Zulu. That's 9 hours from now, so I can probably wake up at a decent hour and still be able to take care of this thing, getting it in. So basically, I don't need to set an alarm, is what I'm saying. one thing I didn't look at is the follow-on flight after Sydney. Like, where can we go? That'll be tomorrow's problem, but I'd kind of like to see what it is. So let's take a look at the timetable we got. Let's see. Timetable. Let's see what kind of flight options we have out of Sydney once we get there. MD-11. So we can go... Well, that's great. Got a lot of options here, guys. So we can go to Shenzhen, China, Hong Kong, which I honestly would rather do Hong Kong. Hong Kong is better than Shenzhen for sure. So I'm thinking tomorrow, once we land in Sydney, we'll quick turn it and continue flying to Hong Kong, and then tomorrow night we'll fly Hong Kong back to Anchorage, Alaska, and then that'll do it.
Altitude.
1,000 to go. What's up? Steamon, how you pronounce your name? I'll show you where we're at. Navigaph. Hold on, make sure we get our altitude capture good here. Okay, altitude acquired. We are currently here. Where's my nav? We just took off from Honolulu about 15 minutes ago. And we are now somewhere over the Pacific Ocean. And we have a long way to go. Wow. That's something, right? So currently looking at 4,300 nautical miles left to go. But now that I'm up at cruise, let's do a couple quick systems checks here. Flight plan's looking good. I got my step climbs in. Let's go through our system schematics to make sure everything's looking nice. So hydraulics, electrics, air panel, fuel. So we're not yet transferring fuel into the trim tank, but what's going to happen is as we burn off fuel, right now we're basically drawing fuel out of the auxiliary tank, but the auto fuel controller is going to attempt to get our CG to about 31%. And as soon as it gets this tank burned down a bit, it's going to start transferring fuel into the aft stab trim stabilizer CG control tank here. And that'll get our CG aft, and a more aft CG is more efficient for flight. Alright crew, well, I think we're good here, so here's what I'm going to do at this point. I'm going to go ahead and rotate out here and let my co-pilot and the relief captain take over. I'm going to end this stream now, and in about 9 hours or so I'm going to launch it again for our arrival and landing into Sydney. Because I'm not going to make you guys stay on stream here for 9 hours and watch me fly over the Pacific Ocean. That's no fun. So we'll go ahead and end this now. I hope I see a bunch of you guys back in about 8.5 hours, 9 hours. And we'll be landing this thing in Sydney, and from there we'll be quick turning it and continuing on to Hong Kong. And again, I'll show that departure, and then we will definitely cut out the cruising portion, because nobody wants to see 8 hours of not a lot of stuff going on here. So thank you guys. I got a much bigger turnout than I really expected for this sort of thing. So thank you very much for being here. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you guys in 8 hours, 9 hours, and when I talk to you guys again, we'll be getting ready to land in Sydney, Australia. I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye-bye.